After replacing the battery on this Crossland X, it was cranking but refused to start. So I will do a full step-by-step battery replacement, including info on the battery size and what we did to get it going. Now normally you would disconnect the negative first, but since it's not accessible, remove the positive with this quick release clamp. I'll post a video at the end explaining all of that and why it's safe to do so. Probably not necessary to take this cover off on the ECU, but it unclips from these two tabs here. Then lift the battery box at the front and push it in first to unhook it at the back. It has these two slots that lock it in. Now the ECU should be able to just pull out, but it's this pin that basically holds it in place. We can now access the hold down bracket down at the base of the battery. Once you've disconnected the negative terminal, the battery might still feel a bit stuck. So just push it towards the engine first, and then it should lift out. The new battery matches the factory fitted size, but we'll get to that in a minute. For now, push it in on the engine side first. You should feel a noticeable click as it slots into place. At this point, it's good practice to clean the terminals with some fine sandpaper, or this handy little brush that cleans both the terminals and the battery posts. I'll leave a link in the description. Now you can fit the negative terminal first, but make sure to push it down as low as possible on the battery post before tightening. This will prevent loose connections down the line. The terminal shouldn't be able to move around by hand once tightened. The bracket should go through that slot in the battery box to sit on the base of the battery to secure it properly. For those that are interested, these are the dimensions of the battery we used, which matches the factory fitted 60 amp hour enhanced flooded battery. But to make it easier, I'll include links in the description to purchase this size online. To position the ECU, slide it into this channel here and aim to get the positioning pins into those two slots. The battery box cover hooks in at the back and then clips in at the front. Then fit the ECU cover and the positive terminal, but don't try and start the car immediately after reconnection. Leave the car completely untouched for 5 to 10 minutes without opening or closing anything. This crank no start condition is very similar to Citroën and Peugeot models, where all modules need to complete their startup sequence first before it will permit starting. A radio code isn't required, and the auto windows also don't need to be reset. There's a sequence for disconnecting and connecting the terminals, and it's all explained in this next video.